So the question remains, what do we do to fix our issue and make sure we've got some nice plants to put in our garden here in a few weeks? Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Art of Creation Homestead. And I'm out here today. It's getting to be nice weather, and we've got our seeds planted, right? We got our peppers planted, pepper seeds, and our tomato seeds planted. And if you look right here, as you hear the birds singing, if you look right here, this is normally full of peppers, okay? We grow a lot of peppers. We grow a whole lot of peppers around here. We normally plant probably 25 to 30 pepper plants, and they always do really well. We start our seeds ourselves, and we've always got beautiful, beautiful pepper plants to put in the ground. They take longer to germinate, and they're a little longer to get going, but we've always got great peppers, and we've always had great success with them until this year. We started our seeds ourselves. They germinated well. They did a great job. We're like, okay, here we go. We got it. We're on task here. We've got them going. We have beautiful pepper plants, right? They kind of stunted. Our seeds just stunted. They didn't do what they slowed down, and they started, the leaves started discoloring, and we thought, what the heck's going on here? We really were getting concerned, Angela especially, because she's here during the day taking care of them while I'm at work, and it became a real issue for us. And we figured out the issue, and we're in the process of solving it, and they're on the mend. But we want to go over this problem, and if some of you guys are having the same problem, we want to let you know what you can do about it, okay? Now here's one of the trays of peppers. We have probably 3 trays of peppers started, and these are ground cherries right here. That one and this one. Those are ground cherries, and as you can tell, we'll show the ground cherries first. They got under so much stress. You can look and see they actually started to bud. That's the start of a bud. They were under so much stress that they started to try and produce fruit. And you can see the leaves down here on this pepper plant became discolored. Right there, discolored here. These were really bad discolored. But now obviously they're coming out of it, you can see there, right? Now obviously they get under that kind of stress when they're not getting the proper nutrients. And that was obvious to us, very obvious to us. We just didn't know what happened. We used the same brand of dirt that we always use. The same brand. It didn't make any sense to us, and we couldn't figure it out. One thing was for sure, the plants weren't growing. But why weren't the plants growing? Why could we do the exact same thing we've always done? Same setup, same issues, same dirt, same lights, same grow mats, same everything. Why could we do everything the same every other year, but this year getting the results? The answer is our dirt was dead. Absolutely dead. No life in it at all. That's the issue you run into when you're buying bagged dirt, especially bagged dirt from the big box stores. While a lot of them move dirt and they sell quite a bit of dirt, they do also keep bulk amounts of dirt on hand. And what we had done is we always use Miracle-Gro Performance Organics potting mix, okay, or container mix to start our seeds in. It's always done wonderful. And this time I just needed a little bit. I didn't need a bunch, so I found a small bag inside that was with like the indoor houseplant type stuff. Well, the assumption is that bag of dirt had probably been sitting around in their stockroom or on their shelf for about 3 years, because nobody uses organic dirt for houseplants. And I mean, again, dirt doesn't have an expiration date on it, right? But they're also have had like little gnats started coming out of the dirt. So there was probably gnat eggs inside there, and maybe some bugs that ate through the nutrients that were in there. Either way, the fact is that dirt wasn't growing anything, for nothing, not at all. So the question remains, what do we do to fix our issue and make sure we got some nice plants to put in our garden here in a few weeks? So what we did is Angela took a toothpick and just started jabbing holes into the dirt, because the dirt had kind of compacted a little bit. So jab holes in the dirt, aerate the dirt essentially. So create a place for the dirt to open up so it can absorb some water. That was the first step. You see, another issue was that that dirt had kind of tightened up and seized up, and it wasn't compacted, but it had tightened up and it formed like a layer to where water was running off the edges, but not really running down into the middle of the dirt. And that was another sign. It was like, hey, there's something wrong with this dirt, right? And that in itself became a problem too, because water couldn't get down into the roots. It was just running around the outside. So poking those holes, again, aerating the dirt, created an avenue to get water in there. And in doing so, we used a water-soluble fertilizer. We used Miracle-Gro Performance Organics water-soluble fertilizer, half strength, mind you, okay? Because those plants are so small and tender. A full strength, while it's an organic fertilizer and it's not as strong as the other stuff, still may be a little much. So a half strength fertilizer, water soluble fertilizer, pouring it in there, and it started absorbing the fertilizer, and all of a sudden now you got the nutrients you need to make plants grow. And as you can tell, they are recovering nicely, and the leaves are much greener now on the fresh growth, and they're actually growing. They were small and stunted. They were not this tall even a week ago, not even close. But you can see how healthy these leaves look now as compared to what those did before, right? So you keep doing that like once a week, okay, half strength once a week, and they're growing well. Now they're growing really well, and we're gonna have some nice plants here in a little bit to put into our garden when it's time. That's the moral of this story, by the way, is be careful where you buy your dirt. Make sure the dirt you get the place is like selling quite a bit of it, and it's a good dirt, and that's trusted brand. Even though this is a trusted brand, it had been sitting around too long. So make sure you get good dirt with plenty of nutrients that has not been washed through, but maybe sitting out in the rain for a couple of years, sitting on a shelf or in a storeroom for a few years. Those are the issues you come into play. They come into play when you start buying back dirt, and it may not happen all the time, but it does happen. So be careful. Obviously, it happened to us once every few years. It's happened, but that's a fix. You don't have to go wipe it all away and buy plants or start seeds over. You can fix the issue just by simply fertilizing your dirt a little bit. Again, but make sure you aerate the dirt, poke holes in the dirt so that you can get your nutrients in there. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. We do appreciate it. My name is Jason. This is Art of Creation Homestead. We love you guys. God bless you. Goodbye.